So a lot of you showed a lot of interest on our last dropshipping video, and in today's video we decided to bring you even more and deeper insights on how to get your store started, how to set it up, and everything that you need to know to start from scratch. And you're going to be doing it all locally so that you can actually get some piece of that pie of the dropshipping e-commerce area, get your business up and running. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. Let's not waste any time. So what we're going to be covering in this video is basically just the basics of dropshipping model, short explanation, but with the full explanation you can actually go watch our previous video where we went deep into the explanation of what exactly is dropshipping and how you can do it here in South Africa. The second thing is going to be finding winning products. So finding winning products, that's basically what dropshipping is all about. Or you can also do what we said is as we shared some of our tips in the previous video on how you can actually look at some of the problems that people are having, and then you can provide a solution to that problem. That is another approach that you can make use of. We're also going to talk about local suppliers to use, which we also shared in the previous video as well. The best platforms to use to create your Shopify store, as well as payment gateways, because that is very, very important. How to set up your store and how to add products to your store. Also, the marketing side of things will be the last topic. We're going to cover some Facebook ads, TikTok, Instagram, as well as Google. So we got a lot to cover in this video. It's going to be quite lengthy, but I promise you by the end of this video you have everything that you need to know about dropshipping and you'll be set and ready to go. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so the first things first, we're going to need to find a winning product, right? So remember in the previous video, we're actually going to go and just proceed with the Nike Air Force, which is the sneakers that we're talking about, right? As we explained how our student was able to generate over $1 million just selling these sneakers, right? Through his dropshipping store. So like we said in the previous video, the best way to go about dropshipping is basically to find a problem and then offer a solution to it. That way you can actually build a business that is forever consistent and that people always want to buy from, right? So but in this case, even the Nike Air Force is something that we sort of actually solving a problem, because this actually retail for quite a lot of money, right? From Nike official, as you can see here, it actually costs about almost 2,000 for just one shoe, right? So if you can offer this shoe to those who are really in need of it, you know, people who really want to have this shoe, and you can sell it for 1,000 rands, that makes more sense. You're actually offering a solution to those people who cannot afford to pay 2,000 for a single shoe, right? So that is what we're going to be doing. That's why we have decided to go forth with this example and show you how to set up the store. So the other way that you can do is, as we said, you can actually find some trending products, right? So one of the best ways that you can do this is just to simply go to Google and hit do a search, right? So basically what I can do is, you can see some of my recent searches right here. I can just go and say Nike best-selling shoes, right? So I will find which one is best-selling right now. So Nike, as you can see, they actually have a section where they have the best-selling shoes over here. So Nike ZA, which is basically local, right? So if you open that, you actually see some of the best selling shoes, and then that will actually help you to get a better choice of products. That way you actually have a trending product, right, that you can sell right off the bat, right? So before we go deep into this, I also want to explain that when it comes to drop shipping, you can either have a niche store, a branded store, or you can have a general store, right? So we actually recommend you to have a branded store or a one product drop shipping store, meaning that you actually focus on just Nikes. If you're going to be drop shipping Nike Air Force, then stick to that, right? Don't try to be the next Takealot or the next Amazon, right? Because once you brand yourself, you actually have better chance of taking your business to the next level, right? Instead of having just a general store where you have a bunch of things, right? So people will actually want to know, okay, where are you getting all these things, right? So if you can just have focus on one product, like what we do in this video, we're just focusing on the Nike Air Force sneakers, so that you can actually like build a branded store right off the bat, right? So on this page, you can basically see all the best selling shoes, right, in different categories over here. So basically this is the best selling shoe, Nike Air Max Plus women's shoes in the women's category. As you can see, it retails for 3,200 for a single shoe. So if you can actually go and find this shoe for a less price from our suppliers that we have shown you in the previous videos, then basically that means you'll be able to make much more money that way, right? So if you can just go and search for Nike Air Max Plus on one of the most used dropshipping store supplier, which is AliExpress. But remember, you are not going to be using this website because it actually takes quite a long time to actually deliver your products, right? You're going to be using the top suppliers that we gave you, which are local, that you can find in the previous video that we did. need, right? So anyways, if I can just come here and search for this product, which we just saw retailing for 3,000 for one product over here. So right now I can see that they actually don't have the actual Nike Air Max right here, but you can just consult with the suppliers that we gave you to see if they actually have it, right? But we're just gonna look for another Nike Air sneaker. So right here we have a nice one over here, which is $90 US over here. But don't worry about this, don't worry about the prices and everything. I just want you to open the product. Basically, we're actually getting to how we actually structure our products, how we create our Shopify stores, right? And the platforms that we're going to be using, right? So basically the drop shipping model, short explanation. As we said, if you want a full explanation, you can check out our previous video. But basically what happens with drop shipping is you build your own custom store, you find a supplier whereby you are actually getting the product much cheaper, and then you sell it on your own store at a markup price, right? So on your own store, you advertise the product, and then when you receive a purchase from a client, you take that money, you go fulfill that order and have it shipped to them. So that's basically just drop shipping in a short explanation. So moving on to finding winning products. So winning products is very, very key, right? So finding the best product to sell is very, very key. So the one approach that we actually recommend you to do when it comes to drop shipping is to actually search around and look for a problem that needs a solution, right? So if you can actually provide this solution, then you are better off to actually build a business that will have so much consistency, because that you basically giving people a solution to their problems, right? So like the fitness niche, as we said in the previous video, that is one way that you can approach it. The other way is to look for best selling products in the niche that you want. So basically based on the products that you are selling, right? So you can, if it's sneakers, then you can just look for the brand that you're trying to sell replicas of. In that case, obviously if you're going to be selling a shoe of that costs 3,000 on the official website, that means the one that you're selling is obviously a replica. It's not going to be original, but it looks as good as the original, so which is not a bad thing, right? So even though people that actually buy the shoes at lower prices than what they should be, they just know they're just looking for the best replicas, because they know that it's not really the official shoe, right? So you don't have to worry much about that, because people are already expecting that they are buying a replica, not the original shoe, right? So it's all about finding the best quality if you're going to be doing that. So in our case, what we would need to do is just to go to a new tab and then search for Nike, right? And then let's say Nike Air Force, and then we want to find the best sellers, right? So we want to find the best sellers for Nike Air Force. So I already know that my Nike Air Force is the shoe that I want to sell. As you can see, some of the people that are selling over here 1,000, but that's not the official, right? So here's the official, it's 1,899, right? So if there's a place that we can get it for much cheaper than 1,000 rands, you know, somewhere around 450 to 700, then we can go forth with that shoe, right? But if you don't really know which type of shoe that you want to go after, what you can do is actually just go the brand name and then search for their best selling. So this keywords will actually allow you to see what is best selling on this brand names, so that you can actually go look for that exact same thing. So as you can see right here, best sellers shoes Nike South Africa. So as you can see right here, we have some of the top sellers over right here, which is the women's shoes Nike Air Max Plus, which retails for 3,200, Nike Air Max 90. As you can see, these are the best selling products right now in South Africa. As you can see, this is basically for ZA, meaning that it's in South Africa. It's local, right? It's based on local results of how people are actually shopping on the official Nike website. So now you have an idea of what you should be selling, because you can see that people are actually looking for the Nike Air Force 1 pixel, they're looking for the Nike Air Max Plus, right? So now the next step is just to find the product from your supplier that you can trust to give you the best replicas, so that you can actually start building your store, right? So one of the ways that you could be doing this, if you're using some of the biggest websites in terms of suppliers, it would be AliExpress, right? So AliExpress is a place where you can actually like outsource products, but then the only problem with this is that it takes quite a long time to actually have your products shipped to you, and sometimes they actually don't ship to South Africa, which is a problem, right? So we shared some top 5 suppliers that are local that you can actually make use of in the previous video, so you can go and check that out. If you got any question, you can just drop drop them down below in the comment section, and we'll gladly get back to you. But basically, with this, what we're going to be using this is just for product descriptions, and basically to actually when we are setting our stores, right? Also pictures. As you can see, these are quite good quality pictures that we can actually make use of on our store, right? Because people actually want to see the product, right? So it's you would be wasting time if you actually want to go buy the product and then take your own pictures, because they might actually not come as good quality as these pictures over here. And basically, you want to have your products, you know, look very, very good on your store as well, right? So continuing with our Nike Air Force sneakers. So I'm just going to type in Nike Air Force over here, and then we're just going to find the sneaker, right? And then we basically have all the details that we need about the sneakers, right? So I'm just going to take a look. I think this is the one that we are selling right here. So I'm just going to take a look at that. But here, remember, we're not shipping or buying the products from here. We are talking to our local suppliers so that they can give us the best prices for this, right? So as you can see already, if you are shipping from this one, I mean, if you can just compare it to the prices that we got when we searched for it, it was basically about 1,000, you know, 2,000, which is the official price. But here it's like $45, which is basically about 600-700. If you can just quickly search for it, it's 652 rand. So remember, other people are retailing this for 1,000 rand. So if you can just mark it up a little bit, maybe to 900 or maybe 1,200, that means you have already added your profits. Just keep in mind the shipping prices as well, right? So that's why I actually want to do it local, because the shipping, you cut a lot of expenses on shipping, because it will be much cheaper as it is local, right? So that's basically it for finding winning products, right? So that's basically how you do it. You just look at the other platforms, or you go the best route that we recommended in the previous video, which is to solve a problem and offer a solution to that problem. Okay, now getting to the best platforms to actually use to host your Shopify store, because remember, it's all about being online and actually having the best looking store. Not really much about that, but just having a professional looking store so that people can actually trust your store, right? To trust to put their card details and be able to actually shop with you. So these are the top platforms that I used to create Shopify dropshipping stores. So number one being Shopify, the second one Ewid or Equid, I don't know how to pronounce that, Payhip, Shopstar, WordPress, WooCommerce. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you the ones that I recommend is Shopify and WordPress or /WooCommerce. Why? Because there's a lot of plugins that you can make use of to actually improve your store, improve your customers' experience on your website, and just in general to help you make the process of selling much easier and much quicker. So and also just to have a professional looking website, right? So as well as the cost and price to actually keep your website up and running. There's also Payhip. Now what I don't like about Payhip is that you cannot connect your own domain, so it will be payhip.com for every store that you create, right? So but it's very simplified to create your store. Let me just give you a quick tour of these platforms right here. So basically the first one that we're going to take a look at is Shopstar. So this is a platform that you can get a 14-day free trial to actually get your store up and running, which is great. And this is the best part about it is actually local, right? So the payment gateways also are very much easy to connect over here if you're just targeting your local audiences. We're going to talk more on payment gateways later in the video, but basically this would be a great platform for you to get started with. If you're happy with it, you can just take a look around and see if you are interested in getting started with this as well. So I highly recommend it as well. It's a local, we're making it just much more easier if you're just targeting local audiences, right? So remember, you can dropshipping model, it doesn't matter where you are at, you can sell into any country, anywhere, from anywhere, wherever you are, as long as you can just find the supplier that can ship your products to those countries. Like I said, with AliExpress, they basically can ship to any country, and some of these products they can actually ship to South Africa as well, but the shipping price might actually be just quite a lot, right? So it's all about just finding the right supplier for your products, and you'll be able to sell your products into any country. That's number one, shopstar.co.za. You can go check it out. It's very much a great platform that you can use. Let's jump to Equid over here. So this is another new platform that was launched in competition to Shopify, which is the greatest one that is being used by everyone out there. So basically, you can also start selling for free over here. Now the best part about this is actually you can get your store up and running, you know, the complete store actually up and running without paying a single dime, right? So if you really have zero budget on this one, I would highly recommend you to go with this one. You don't even have to buy a domain, you don't have to buy anything. They'll basically give you a store name, like basically if you can say maybe your store name is Nike Air Force, it would be Nike Air Force, Nike Air Force company.site. So basically that is the domain that will give you, but obviously it's not as professional as you would want it to be. But basically if you got zero budget to start with, there's no excuse. There you go. This is the best platform that you can actually make use of to get started right off the bat, right, without spending a single dime. So it's very easy to get started with. You can just take a look around YouTube if you really want to get explanation on how to set up everything. But with the last section of this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to set up a store using WooCommerce, which is pretty much exactly the same way for any other platform, any of these platforms that I'm going to be sharing you with. So there's not much a difference. But I mean, if you want specifically some knowledge shared on these platforms, you can also just drop a link, a comment down below, and we'll see if you can bring that to you as well in the next videos. So yeah, anyways, moving on to the next one, which is Shopify. So Shopify, one thing that I don't like about this platform is the crazy prices. As you can see right here, even though it is the greatest platforms to actually do this, where you only get 14-day free trial. So in that 14-day free trial, you know the pressure is just too much for you to actually get your first sale, so that you can cover the monthly fees, and you still need to do your marketing, and there's just a lot of things going on, right? So it's just so crazy, right? I wouldn't really recommend this if you're starting off and you don't have much of your budget on your budget. But if you have a budget, then I mean $29 a month is really nothing compared to what you can build using this platform, right? You can just really simplify the whole process. Like literally importing products can be as easy as just add to Obello over there. So Obello is like one of the plugins that Shopify supports, which allows you to just import products, right? So you go to AliExpress, you click on add to Obello, and then basically the whole product with this pictures, with his descriptions is already added to your store. It is that simple. So it is a crazy platform, right? I would really highly recommend it if you are ready to just go big, right? Okay, the next one that we can take a look at here is Payhip. So Payhip is also another one like Equid, which actually allows you to set up your whole thing, your whole store, get started completely for free. You have an option to actually pay like a certain fee, once-off fee every single month, or you can pay up to 5% for every order that you receive in commissions to the platform, and that's basically how you can do that, right? So you don't have to pay anything upfront, or you can pay upfront. If it's up to you. If you're making more than $29 every single month, and you know that it will be better to pay the $29 instead of a 5% fee, then that's up to you, right? It's all depend on you. So here you can actually sell digital products mostly, but also you can actually sell physical products as well. So it's very easy. It's simply just click on get started, you set up your account, and then you get started adding your products, right? So as I said, we're going to walk through step by step how to add products, which is basically almost the same as for any of these platforms that I'm showing you with. And then last but not least, let's take a look at WooCommerce, which is the one that we're actually going to be taking a look at after this. Straight after this, as we build our store right here live online. So basically, as you can see, WooCommerce is like one of the widely used platforms to sell things online, right? So to sell products online, no matter the type of product that it may be. And it's just there's a lot of things that you can actually do with this platform, right? When it comes to selling your products online, it offers you a lot of extensions that you can just simplify the process of selling. It's almost like Shopify, but more like without any limitations, right? Without any limitations to how you want to structure your business, right? So with that being said, let's get straight into actually how to set up WooCommerce and how to get started. So what I've done, actually saved a link for you guys. If you want to get started building a store, the best way that I would recommend is actually you get your domain first, right? So your domain first. If you actually prefer to have a .com website instead of a .co.za, you can actually get it for free with the method that I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so as we said, with WooCommerce, is basically hosted on different platforms, right? So in this instance, I'm actually going to be showing you how to get it using Bluehost, right? So you're going to be getting WooCommerce for free, and if your domain name is going to be a .co.za, then I recommend that you go with GoDaddy right here. As you can see, za.godaddy.com, which is basically under South Africa, right? So it's like localized for South Africa, and you can also just find other platforms platforms or other hosting companies like AfriHost, the web services. They actually have some really good packages there as well, so you can get some domains, right? So we just want domains from this platform, so that's why I recommend that you use GoDaddy, because we just want just a domain name, right? So you can just come in and let's search for your domain.co.za, and then you can buy it, right? So once you have it purchased, or if you want to actually get one for free, yes, literally for free, if you want to get one for free, I'm just going to show you a method that you can actually do that, but you can only do this for a .com website, right? So if you're going to have NikeAirForce.com and not instead of .co.za, then you can actually get your domain for free. So if you're going to go the paid method, or the way that we are showing you right here, you're actually going to, the best way to go is actually to go with this package that I'm going to show you right here, because you save a lot of money, right? It comes out down to like the 40 Rand per month instead of like paying 500, as you can see with Shopify here, $29 per month, which is literally like up 500. And remember what I said, Shopify and WooCommerce will actually allow you to have a lot of customization to your store, allowing you to grow without cap, right? So basically uncapped growth with the possibility. There's just a lot of possibilities that you can go. I mean, in terms of payment gateways and in terms of the way you source your products and everything, WooCommerce and Shopify will just simplify that process for you, right? In this case, I've chosen to go with WooCommerce because you'll be able to get it for much cheaper. As I said, about 30 to 50 Rand per month, depending if you actually follow what I'm going to show you step by step in this video. So here you actually get a free domain, a .com domain for a single year if you are interested in a .com. Otherwise, as I said, you can go to GoDaddy, get your .co.za domain, and then just link it up with this method that we're going to show you right here, right? So once you come here, you can just scan this with your phone if you are lazy like me, or otherwise you can just tap this out on your browser, right? So I'm just going to copy that link, and then what I'm going to do now is just go and show you exactly where to go, right? What to do. So what we want to do here is just to secure your 65%. As you can see right here, 65% of hosting, which ends, well, this time might be different for everyone, but basically right now it's still very much valid, and with this link is always available, to be honest with you. So anyways, you click on get started. This is when you are basically, as you can see, started from $2.95 per month, which is basically very little, right? So it's like about 40 Rand per month, which is very little. Anyways, as you can see over here, what we want, this is for 36 months if you're registering for 36 months, but you can just go for a single year, and then it should be about $4.95, which is about 70 Rand or 74 Rand, something like that. You click on select. We just want one website, right? But if you plan on creating multiple websites, then I recommend that you go for higher, like the Plus, which has unlimited websites. So that means you can actually launch a lot of stores under the same account, which is a great thing, right? So, which is a great thing. Compared here is again $29. This is just for one website, right? You cannot have more than one over here. So this is why I highly recommend that you go with this method. Anyways, as you can see, you can just click on select over there, and what you actually get a free domain for 1 year and a free SSL certificate. This is very crucial. SSL certificates are very crucial, because this is what will show you your customers that it is actually your connection to this website is secure, and you are able to put in your credit cards, and you don't have to worry about being hacked, or your credit card details getting stolen, and then you see your money just going out of your account, right? That is why you need SSL certificates, and with this platform it already comes secured. Otherwise, if you have a platform, if you sign up on a platform and then you don't have it secured, what you can do, you can also go to uncappedgrowth.com, which is one platform that I really trust to get those SSL certificates installed on your behalf 100%. You just have to send them your login details and they'll do it for you. But anyways, as you can see right here, what we can do, so you can get your free domain over here. So if you want Nike Air Force, .com, then we can get it for free right there over there, right? So anyways, moving on, so what you can do, if you bought it from a different place, you can just leave this blank and then say I'll do it later. Otherwise, you put it in the domain that you want, and then over there, if you already have it, you can also connect it right over there. But I just recommend that you do it later, and then you just keep the source space, unless if you're actually buying it right there. I mean, you are searching for the free domain, which you get free for a full year, right? So once you come here, you fill in your details and everything, and then over there, you don't really need this. The site logs is essential services, you don't need that. You also don't need that, right? So that will bring down your payments over there to just $59.40, right? Which is crazy, right? Which is about $60, which is about 1,000 rands per year. So about 900 to 1,000 rands for a year, a full year of hosting, right? Now 1,000 rands, that will just give you 2 months from this platform over here. So that is why I'm just going to keep on stressing that this is very, very the best platform to go with. So anyways, after that, you check out, you set up your store and everything. So once you have this set up, you basically be on your Bluehost dashboard, right? So I'm just gonna go and log into my dashboard and show you exactly what goes on there. So as you can see, this is our back end. Basically on this one specific one, we only have Day and Night FOREX, which is our official website where you can enroll into our courses. You can get our signal packages and everything. So I highly recommend you go check out our Day and Night FOREX.co.za if you're interested in getting started with forex trading. Going further with what we're doing here, once you come here, you basically have your sites over here, right? So you can basically and then from here you can actually just click on your websites, and then you can log into WordPress, right? So WordPress is basically where we do everything, where we install our WooCommerce plugins and then get started with everything, right? So while we're still on that, the best payment gateways that you can actually use if you're just dropshipping here locally is using PayFast, right? So you just go to payfast.co.za, and then you basically create your account. You get it verified. You make sure that you get it verified before starting anything, because you don't want your money held in those accounts whatsoever, because as soon as you get a sale, you want to get that money and actually go buy the product so they can have it shipped to your client, right? So you don't want any delays whatsoever. So yeah, make sure that your account is verified and ready for use, and you are able to actually withdraw your funds from that account. So the first thing that you want to do when you come through here is to actually add your plugins, right? So as you can see on our menu here on the left, you can just look for plugins, which is right over there, and then if you hover over it, you'll be able to add new ones, right? So here what you want to add is basically WooCommerce, right? So once you have WooCommerce, it will show up on this bar right over here, but I'm just going to show you how exactly you actually add this. So on the plugins page over here, you can come through and then search for WooCommerce. So you search for it. Let me just type it out full over there, and then it will pop up on the section right over here, right? So once you have it, as you can see, I already have it installed, right? But it basically will be like install now, and then after it installs, you just have to click on activate, right? So once you activate, it will refresh the page, and then you'll be able to see it on the side over here, right? So once you have it over there, it's all about adding your products now, right? So adding your products, you come to the products section over here, you can click on add new. So for the purpose of this tutorial, we're actually going to add a new product, but of course it's not going to be for sale, because this is on our official website. We just are showing you how things just work down here, right? So adding your new product, remember what we said, once we find our product and we confirm with our sellers, with our suppliers that actually will be able to provide us this product, all we have to do now is to build our store, right? And then add this product to our store, right? So what I'm going to do to make it easier, I'm going to come here once again, and then I'm going to choose, okay, let's say this is the product that I want to sell, which is the Nike Air Force, right? So what I wanted to do from here, I just want to get all the product details from here, right? The pictures, the whatsoever, right? So as you can see, these are really, really great pictures, right? So if I right click on this picture, if I cannot open it in a new tab, what I can do, screenshot it, right? So how do you screenshot on a PC? You can just use a tool called snipping tool, right? So if you go to your Windows and then you search for snipping tool, you'll basically be able to get a snipping tool, right? So if I get it like that, and then I can just snip it and then basically add that picture to my store. That is the easiest way to do it. Otherwise, other platforms will actually allow you to do that. So as you can see right here, I can just snip this picture right here, make sure that it's perfectly snipped, and then I can save it and then add it to my store, right? So I'm just gonna control save this quickly, and then I'm gonna put it over here and just add Nike Air Force, right? Nike Air Force right over there. Now it is saved to my computer, right? So I can then go and add. add a new product over here. I'm gonna name it Nike Air Force. Or what you can also do, remember, if you have found the perfect product that you're actually selling, all you have to do, you just take the whatever the description is over here, and then you can just a few changes to it if you have to. Otherwise, you can just literally copy and paste it as it is, and then you have your product, right? So, and then the paragraph over here, the description, you can also just go get it from that product that you have found, or you can just search it from other dropshipper stores as well. When you just search for so for example, if I can just come here and search for Nike Air Force, once again, Nike Air Force, and then I will just see for people that are reselling this product for lower than the official price, right? Or you can just go to official Nike and then copy the description of that shoe, and then you can just put it over there, right? So this obviously other drop shippers that are using it, and you can see 9k plus reviews over here. The official only have 607, right? So there's just a lot of money, a lot of opportunities if you can just offer a product that is as good as the original, you know, for just a lower price, right? So people will be very much interested in getting it for a lower price. Anyways, moving on, you can come through and then add your description. Once you find it from there, we don't want any of that foreign language that you're seeing over there, but see, there's a nice picture over here, so I can open it and save this picture for reuse, right? So as you can see, it's very, very beautiful over here. So I can snip it, or I can just, you know, right click and then save image, and then, you know, same process, and then I can upload it to my store over here. And then coming back to our store, basically this will be like the short description, right? So the short description, let me just sort out the description first. So like right here, I'm just gonna copy paste this description that I'm seeing over here. Very nice, sweet and short, straight to the point. So I can just copy that, you know, and then just make sure that it's specific to your product as well, right? So, and then we go back here, we paste our description, right? So paste the description over there. So this is just the short. We can have it here as well as at the bottom over here. It's up to you. So this is where the main description will be, and then here you can just put, you know, a short description of it over there. I'll show you exactly how it will actually look like. So let me just put it out like that and then leave it like that. And then we also want to add our images, as we have already let's choose to upload. We're going to select the pictures from my pictures over here. So we saved that screenshot, if you remember. We saved the screenshot over there. Okay, no, not this one, this one over here. Then I'm going to open it, then I have it uploaded, and then I'm going to say select image. Once it loads, select product image, and then basically the product image is set over there, right? So another simple things that you need to do over here, just remember this is not a virtual, so you don't have, it's not any of that. So here you can have grouped products, external affiliate, a variable product, whatever, all those different type of things, right? So simple product is what we have right now because it's just one shoe, right? And then what I'm going to do, we're going to set up the prices and everything for this product. So the regular price, which is the normal price. So if you know, when you actually have those prices that have been stretched to say that it is on a sale, then you have to put the original price, and which will be obviously higher, right? So we can have the original price is 1,000 rands. So the sale price should be lower than the original price, right? So here we're gonna have maybe we can have the 795, 795. And then here we have the original price is 1,000, right? So it will strike through to show that it is actually on a sale, right? So you can also customize your thank you pages and everything. Otherwise, you can just leave the ones that are already there. And then we have the inventory, shipping and everything. So you don't have to worry much about this. When your client actually purchased it, they're going to give you all the details, and then all these details, you're just going to take them, and then they'll be sent to your email. Actually, when every time you receive a sale, it will be sent, the details will be sent to your email. So all you have to do is just copy from your email the details, and then go place that order on the official supply website that you're using, right? So anyways, let's just quickly save this product and show you how it actually looks like. So I'm going to save it as draft, because I mean, we are not selling shoes on day and night forex.co.za, right? So I'm just going to show you the preview quickly of how it would actually look like if we were to publish this on the website, right? So that's basically like I think this is very simple, straightforward. If you got any questions, you can just leave a comment down below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. But it's very simple, straightforward, and this process, as I said, is exactly the same as other platforms out there, because they just follow the same process, right? So anyways, I'm just gonna click on preview in new tab, and then let's see how our product looks like right now, right? So basically just open a new tab, and then we're just waiting for it to actually show up and see how it will look like. So As you can see right here, okay, that's a very big description, right? So this is actually the name, so we copied the name and it's a bit too long. Let me just go quickly fix that, and then I'm just gonna leave it up to here, right? So let's just remove everything else. We don't really need that. Backspace, let me just leave it over there. Nike Air Max sneakers, right? Save draft once again and then refresh that page. Otherwise that was just so crazy. That is a long name. So that actually helps with SEO. So when people search for the keywords, it will help you rank, but we don't really need that right now, right? So anyways, let's just refresh this and show you how it actually looks like right now. So of course there's a lot more that goes deep into this. I mean, you have to set up your logos, you have to set up the whole look of the store, but anyways, once you set up your products, they will look something like this. I mean, as you can see, this is very much professional. So this is right now, we are running a sale. As you can see, there's a sale over there. We are so basically getting it for much cheaper right now, right? So, and then people can add it to cart. There's a quick description. Okay, don't mind these products because these are just day and night forex products. Remember, as I said, we are just showing you how this process actually works, right? So when they add it to cart, they can go purchase it. There is even a zoom icon over there so that you can actually see it on full screen mode. Anyways, let's just exit out of that. So yeah, that's basically how you add products, setting up your store and everything, and then you just can play around with everything, the themes and everything. So it's just a lot of that goes into this, but otherwise this is just the simplified way of doing it. So what you can also do, you can just come down to your appearance over here, go to the themes, and then on the theme section you can actually search for some nice themes that you can customize. Just give your shop a very good feel. So as you can see right now, we are using the education theme over there just to give us a good feel of our website, but you can also just search for other themes. They're very much free on this platform. You just click over here and then you just search for any themes that you like. You can just take a look if you can just find some really good themes for you here, so that you can just see how they would actually look like if it is actually like a shop, an online dropshipping store. So I'm just going to take a look at an example for you so that you can just see exactly how that would look, right? So I'm just going to take a look here. Let's see any good ones that we can make use of, and then just customize, right? So you just import it and then you can just customize it to your own feel. So yeah, I'm just searching for store to see some themes that are just related to online stores and everything like that. So let's just quickly see what we can have over here. So as you can see here, there's some really good themes that you can make use of and then just customize it, right? So as you can see, this looks very much professional, and you just have to add your feel to which the ones that are related to sneakers, and then you have to remove all the other things, right? But as you can see, this is basically the outcome or the goals that you basically go with once your store is up and running and it's fully set, right? So it's fully set up, you have something looking like this, right? So very much professional, looks as good as Shopify platforms or any other platforms, even better, because you have you are in full control of everything that goes on here, right? So that's basically it for setting up your store and then adding products to it and everything. So if you got any questions, as I said, down below in the comment section, we'll try to attend to all your questions. Now let's talk about marketing, because dropshipping is all about marketing, and in any business it's all about marketing, right? It's all about putting your products in front of people, right? So one of the best platforms or most used platforms in dropshipping is Facebook ads, right? So basically with Facebook ads, all you have to do is to set up your Facebook page. Very simple to do. You just go to your profile, set up your Facebook page, add some pictures, and then you can actually use the boost program or the boost option to actually reach more audience with your pictures, right? So you can actually do some deep targeted ads, so that you can actually target people that are interested in Nike, that follow Nike pages and so forth. So it just goes really deep, and it would this video will be really long if you were to dive into that, but just know that you can actually go and target some people, specifically based on their on what they like on social media and the pages that they're following, right? And then the one thing that is actually booming right now is the TikTok ads, right? So even if you don't even run ads, if you can just create a very good TikTok page page, very engaging, as well as Instagram. They're almost the same, right? So with Instagram, you would want to do a lot of reels, post a lot of reels, post some really good, Instagram good quality pictures, right, to attract some people, for the people that are following other pages that are of interest is similar to yours, right? So, and then we also have Google Ads. Google Ads works exactly the same as Facebook ads and TikTok, but here you can actually run your ads even on YouTube as well, right? So it's all about which platforms, it's all about your product, right? So if you're doing a sneaker business like what we taught you right here, I would recommend you Instagram being the first, TikTok being second, and then Facebook being the third one, right? So with Instagram, you can actually build up a portfolio. We showed you how our student was making, generated over R1 million just using Instagram, right? Influencers and so forth. But you can actually run Instagram ads via Facebook, right? So you set up your Facebook account and your ads, and then you just choose to one of your ad placements. You just choose it to be on Instagram, right? And then you'll be basically linked, right? So that's it for this video. That's basically everything that you need to get your business up and running. Just play around with your store. Don't spend too much setting up your store. Make it very quick, testing your products, and see how you can actually start getting some customers and getting some sales in this business, right? So thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. I know it was very long, but I hope you got all the deep insights that you need to actually go out there and get your store set up and ready to start, right? So once again, comment down below if you got any questions. Otherwise, leave a comment list saying let's eat. That's what we are here for you. We are here to make your dreams come true, to help you, give you some deep business insights, and we'll be seeing you on the next one. #let's eat.